Okay. Awesome. Hi, LeToya. I'm Ariana. Nice to meet you.
Hey Ariana, how are you?
Awesome. Living my dream, obviously, talking to you.
Oh,
But
you.
you're welcome. But let's talk about Kenya, who I'm not as excited about due to her behavior. How was it like shooting that scene? It's very violent, it's very emotionally a lot. How was it like to shoot that scene with Haley?
Heavy, heavy, very heavy, very emotional. Um, that was one of the scenes that how you're supposed to leave everything on set, not take it home with you. That was one that was probably one of the hardest in my career to shake. Um, because I know that so many people went through that. um to know that this is probably somebody's story.
Hmm.
And I think dealing with that, uh that was a lot. So it was a very heavy scene to shoot. It was very quiet in the room. Everybody stayed focused. And we just let our emotions lead with that one. I think, in going into this saying as the character, okay, I want to do what's right and what I think is right, what I've been told is right, because I have good intentions. I think Kenya had good intentions going into this, and it didn't work out as planned. So
Not
there was there was surprise, there was confusion. That was a lot.
it was I knew something was eventually going to be up with Kenya, but I just didn't know it was going to be, not to compare traumas, but the situation with Marvin and Haley that they and her character Juke that they had, he had kind of a moment too late of clarity that, oh, I'm sorry, but when Juke meets up with you, she had kind of that second, like, oh, does it have to be that way? And the church was like, yes, but she doesn't have that moment of reflection later on that Marvin had, which I think makes it even more heartbreaking. Do you think that event kind of creates the kind of very cold-blooded person that adult Jukebox becomes?
Absolutely. Now we're seeing what you could do.
Yeah.
To experience the many traumas that this baby has experienced and will continue to experience. I mean, it pulls on the heartstrings. It's heavy. And to know that she just kept fighting through it and remained true to herself as much as she possibly could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are so many things like this situation that could have completely torn her down or just made her have a hate for God, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, um, but you definitely see the makings of Juke in this. Yeah, in this.
What I love about your acting career is I don't feel like you play the same character twice. However, I feel like you always play against type, and every character you play is just going to pick everything up. Like even with Greenleaf, it's just like all the rules are out the window. LeToya Luckett's here. Why are you attracted to these types of roles?
No one has ever said it to me in that way, and that is really cool to know. That adds some excitement, yeah, because you just never know. But wow, you know what? Yeah, I always go, man. I always play the bad guy or the one that shakes things up. But yeah, I am truly the one that all bets are off when she comes into play. And for Kenya, she was a stretch for me because I, as a mother, had a hard time not judging this character. It's easy to play the mean girl at work. It's easy to play, and not easy, but you know what I'm saying? It's easier to play, the hard boss, or just, whatever, the bad girlfriend. But to play a mother who abandons their child when you are a mother of two, you got to reach somewhere different for that. There has to be this moment of, okay, not judging the character, having grace, having understanding, and trying to figure out why, sis. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's so, there are people that actually have to make this decision, and you want to believe that their intentions were good. And we come to find out that Kenya felt like she was making the right decision for both her and Juke at the time, because she felt she was going to, with going to LA, provide a better life for her daughter when she got back. All those things didn't turn out that way. So I feel like even with this, she feels like she's doing what's right and she has good intentions. It's just not the right. So yeah, man, I had to dig somewhere else for this one.
Oh, will we be seeing Kenya again, or is this the last of her?
You got to stick around and see now.
I knew you were going to say that, so I had to ask. But thank you so much. I can't wait to talk to you about future projects. I'm sure I will. And thank you so much. You have a good one. Okay.
Thank you.